Hey middle schoolers, it's Mr. Minnick here. Sorry this is kind of weird that I'm doing some YouTube videos here again for you guys for the start of this semester, this second half of the year. But until Excel gets our Canvas pages set up correctly, we kind of have to do them through this different way of recording stuff. But that's okay. So going along with that then, basically what I'm going to give to you guys in these videos is I'm going to show you what it is that I'd like you to work on. I don't want you to submit it to me in any way because like I said, our Canvas pages are still under construction a little bit. But I do want you to do all of these things I'm about to give to you as assignments so that you can get the credit once the pages come back on in the correct way. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to run through, there's about 7 things that I want you to do for today, which would be Monday, January 4th, 2021. So we're going to do these things. I'm going to tell you how to do them on this video, and then when we can finally meet up, hopefully later this week, or maybe next week if there's a problem, then we can actually talk about these things together in class, which I'm so excited for because I'm really excited and happy to be back with you guys. And if you're new, welcome to my class. I am Mr. Minnick. So I don't usually wear a backwards baseball cap in my class video. So let's take a look here at what we've got. So I'm just, again, kind of recording my screen here from my phone, but these are the 7 things that we're going to be going through today. Number 1, you should see from the home page where you got this video link, there's a Google Doc link that says it's a list of vocab words. These are words that we learned all throughout first semester, which is the first half of the year. So I want you to go ahead and click on those. And what you will see is a list of all of these words here that we have gone over, okay? And so what you can do at this point, I know it's a little bit blurry, sorry for that, but what you guys can do is you can pause this video and you can take a look at each of these words, or again, they're on your homepage. And I want you to really understand them and look over them and think about them, because we're going to be taking a quiz on here in the next week or so on these words, and we're also going to be making what I call a vocab foldable to help you guys study them. Okay, so take a good look over this document. Again, you can see it on my screen right now as I'm recording, and we'll go over what those words mean and how to study them in a little bit. Okay, on to step number 2. Super easy one. It says watch these YouTube videos. Well, if you're seeing it right now, that means that you're watching them. So make sure that you watch them all. And again, each day I'll try to update it with a new video until we can all come back together. So just keep watching these YouTube videos, and there will be a link showing up right next to it for each video that I want you to watch. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to complete another one of our quick writes. You guys know that I love this book and I love this teacher, Linda Reef. She's really awesome, and she has so many cool story ideas and do now ideas. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this out of the way here, and I'm going to read through the next story that she has for us. I'm going to zoom out a little bit. I'm going to read through this next story that she has for us, and then I'm going to give you your task, and you can set a little timer for yourself for 5 minutes at home or wherever you might be. So this story was written by Linda Reef, who is our teacher friend here, and it says, "With thanks to Cynthia Rylant for When I Was Young in the Mountains," which might have been a story that kind of inspired her to write this, okay? So this might be a little bit blurry on your screen. Again, I'm trying to adjust some things as I go through here, but I'm reading out loud so you guys can hear it, okay, and can see it. So, when I was young at the ocean, I sat at the edge of the wooden pier and dangled my toes in the water. Like tiny rowboats, my toes skimmed the rolling waves, ever alert for sharks. Sometimes I sat cross-legged in shorts and a t-shirt, a bamboo fishing pole stretched to catch mackerel. No one ever told me to bait the hook. When I was young at the ocean, I cracked open mussels and periwinkles and clams and ran my fingers across their gushy insides. I squish seaweed nodules between my forefinger and thumb, anxious for the pop and spray from the moist insides. When I was young at the ocean, I burned my shoulders and smelled of Noxzema through the entire month of July. I drank in the aroma of hip roses, salt water, and seaweed. At low tide, I played croquet with the Queen of Hearts, flew to the moon in a hammock, and fed my dolls deviled ham sandwiches in the shade of the screened house. As the tide came in, water lapped at the rocky shore. The skin of my feet toughened as I paced those rounded stones, my eyes searching for skippers. When I was young, I never wished to climb the mountains, or live in the city, or camp in the forest. The ocean was enough. It still is. So this story that Linda wrote here, right? Obviously, she is kind of capturing this period of her life when she was young and when she would spend time at the ocean. Okay? So what you can do is you can feel free to pause this video or go back to hear me reread it again to kind of jog your memory on what to write. But I want you to focus on these prompts that she has here for us. So first, I want you to think of a place that you love. It could be a mountain or a lake cabin or a tree house or a perch in an oak tree, a tree stand, a roof of an apartment building, a basement dugout, a stage for a performance, a fort, a concert, a boat, middle of the ocean, any kind of special place to you, right? And I want you to describe all that you hear, see, smell, touch, taste, and do there. What makes this place so special? And again, we've done some writing on kind of like this in the past. Or you could take an opposite stance and think of a place that you dislike. A locker room, a 5-hour car ride squished in the back seat with your siblings, the dentist's chair, the principal's office, the school cafeteria, etc. What do you see, hear, smell, touch, and taste and do there? Or if you're still stuck and you don't like either of those prompts, you could pick this one and borrow Rylant's line, when I was young at the ... or at the ... and you'd put in whatever place, and write down all that comes to mind about that place that you love or that place that you dislike. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to set a timer for yourself, and you're just going to write out, maybe in your writer's notebook, one of those places that you like or dislike, and just give all of that information there, all of the stuff from that prompt that you can experience through that good sensory language. Okay, so this I think is going to be the end of the first video of a few I'll make here for Monday. But I want you to set a timer on your own for 5 minutes, and I want you to write as much as you can about that topic and keep it with you so that we can go over it later in the week. All right, go ahead and start writing.